welcome to another episode of Watch Once Over. My name is Biggie. Today we're going to be looking at the Seiko King Samurai and why I think this is the king of all Seiko divers. Now I know it doesn't have the best depth rating, doesn't have the best movement. To some people it may not look the best, but for all around bang for the buck, for a mechanical Seiko, I think this one is the top after you do one thing. Everything needs some improvement. I don't care what the price of the watch is. I don't believe there's a perfect watch out there, but this watch got close and can get closer. Seiko can get closer, but that probably will push the price up. Now, let's just start off with one of the things that I really love about this watch is the fully graduated ceramic glossy inserted bezel. I really love that. I love that the hash marks for the first 15 seconds are longer and then the rest are smaller, but it's fully graduated. That's one of the things I like in this diver, and it looks good. Number two, instead of hard legs, this one comes with ceramic. Sapphire bezel. You also get a sapphire cyclops to magnify the date so that if you wear glasses, you may not really need your glasses to see that date. Magnifies it about 2.5 times. Really great job at that. Number three, the fit and finish of this watch, unfortunately, I hate to say this, is better than a lot of the high-end Seikos. A lot of the high-end Seikos has chapter rings that are off, and it's just, to me, unacceptable. You would expect that from a lower price tier like this, coming in at $625 USD. But a lot of these, they're spot on. Like this one, they're good. Number three is just the styling. It's classic, angular shape that make the Samurai instantly noticeable, and the cushion case on this watch makes it fit real nice. It is a 44 millimeter watch. The thickness on here is 12.8 millimeters, so it's not that thick, and the lug to lug is a decent 48.7 millimeter lug to lug. You also get with this watch quick change holes case and a beautiful knurled bezel and knurled unsigned crown. Crown's super easy to grip, and you get a rock solid 435 movement in here with 40 hours of power reserve. I mean, the watch is just an extremely capable watch. You only get 200 meters of water resistance. A lot of people say it's not a real diver until you get 300, but this is a diver's rated 200 meters of water resistance. When you go down to 200 meters, let me know. I've never been there. I've never been past 8 feet of swimming pool water. So it's good that I'm good with that. If you're a more serious diver or saturation diver, I guess you wouldn't be looking at this video for this watch anyway. But the angular case, the finishing on the case, the polishing, the brushing is all first rate. Now, I know a lot of you noticed that this isn't the bracelet for the watch. This bracelet is a Long Island $59 bracelet from Long Island Watches. This is what the watch needed, in my opinion, to be over the top and the best bang for the buck. Yes, it does add a little bit of money to the cost of the watch, but this bracelet is upgraded to screws, not pins and sleeves, as you can see. A nicely heavy milled clasp You still get a fold over and a twin trigger deployant that looks similar to the Seiko stamp casting, but the quality of this is much better than the Seiko bracelet, and the hexagon lugs just look great because it really matches the case of the Samurai. Now, the Lume on this is the latest form of Lume Bright. It works great, and I'll show you that in a second. But before we do that, let's look at these hands. And the hands are beautiful, and then you get this waffle type hobnail style dial with excellent Seiko printing. These sword style hands with the arrow hour pointer, anti-reflective coating on the inside, chrome around the inner side of the bezel, which makes it beautiful, fully graduated reholt, and applied indices. And you also get an excellent printing on that Seiko sign inside. Now, this dial is just beautiful. It's simple, and I think it's classic. And that's another thing that I like about it. It's black, and that goes with everything. Now, let's light the dial up, and I'll show you the Lume, which is another thing that makes this watch so great. Look at that Lume. This Lume is beautiful. Lume Bright does last all night. You do get a rectangular Lume pip over there at 3 o'clock, outboard of the date wheel, and you get Lume on the running seconds, and a Lume pip at 12 o'clock that is shielded with a Hardlex cover. So this watch, to me, is the quintessential Seiko diver. It has all the panache, it has all the history, it has the following. It has a rock solid 436 movement, screw down back, screw down crown. It's hackable. It's upgradable, as you can see I did with the bracelet, which I believe puts this over the top. And it looks great. Now, it has a 435 movement, 40 hours of autonomy, 23 jewel movement, and this is what it looks like on my wrist, which is 7.25 inches. It still looks good. It still slips under most dress cuffs. You can dress this one up or down, and it's just ready for everyday hard use. You can't beat this watch. If you know of another Seiko watch that gives you as much as this in an automatic form, let me know. I think this one is the best bang for the buck. That's the Watch Once Over for today. My name is Big E. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. God bless, and thank you for watching.